How can games like these appear on the same system and in the same franchise as games like these? Don't worry, I'll get back to black and white later, but today I'm going to talk about these. So hey everybody, it's me, DaAuraWolf, and today we are going to be talking about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Also known as probably one of the weakest entries in the series. And yes, they're pretty bad. So, actually kind of ironically, these were one of the first few games that actually came out mainstreams. These games were the first ones that came out since I was a fan. The first Pokemon games that came out since I was a fan, and these were the new ones. So, yes. And actually, I at least have to say, I actually saw how bad these were. Now, funny thing, I used to defend these and say these were Game of the Year. I thought, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl 2007 Game of the Year material right here. But now it's like, no. So, what makes these games so bad? Let's see here. What makes Diamond and Pearl so bad? Well, one thing you must simply comprehend and listen to is the fact in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, we had the main story, dex-wise, was bad. It was bad. Why was it bad? Let's take a look at the gym leaders. So, Snowpoint City and Snowpoint City. There's only one of that Pokemon, of that gym, which its type does not match with the rest. In which that was Medicham. Medicham Psychic Fighting in a Snowpoint in an Ice type gym. And then also Snover and Abomasnow. Snover and Abomasnow were the only two main new Ice types in the generation. So, not the only Ice type Pokemon, but the only ones that they had in the main narrative. Yeah, Weavile, a new Pokemon that you introduce beforehand. Well, there's a Sneasel, but just Sneasel. Okay, but that doesn't get to top of the iceberg. So you go to the next gym. Sunny Shore Gym. Now, we go from just one not Pokemon fitting its type to the gym and a pre-evolution of an already existing party member. Get a load of this. Sunny Shore Gym. The gym leader has half of his team electric type and half the type others. 2 non-electric types. Yeah. Octillery. Yes, a water type Pokemon, which any of the gym trainers could have easily defeated, since water types are weak to electric types. And then, of course, there was Ambipom, a normal type. And it wasn't like Diamond and Pearl didn't have any other electric types introduced, but hey. Nope. I gotta save that for the post game. Yeah. And if you thought that was bad, I haven't told about the worst of them all. Now, the Elite Four, some of the Elite Four has different types, but at least some of them make sense. Your first Elite Four member, he has a Drake Palm, even though he's a bug type specialist. And you think, Drake Bomb's a bug type, ain't it? Nope. Dark Poison. Then the next gym, Elite Four. Ground type. Sudowoodo. Rock Ground. Same. Then the piece de resistance. The big one. The big one. You have a Fire type specialist as an Elite Four member. Fire type. May I remind you, Fire type. And how many were that type? 2. 2. Out of how many? 5. So that is 40% of your team is related to your specialty type. You're a Fire type specialist. And you have 60% non-Fire type. Well, only 40% Fire type. And they call you a Fire type specialist. Now, if you would have had, now if it was 6, you know, it's like 3 to 3, that's okay. Because if you look at it like in Black and White, the champion, well, more so, I'm going to go to Black and White a little bit, about older, his team he's a mixed specialist kind of in a sense, but it's also kind of more leaning towards the bug type, and he has 3 bugs, and the rest were not bugs. Kind of almost like Steven Stone. But when we talk about Flint, the Elite Four member who had a Lopunny, normal type, Driftbloom, a Ghost, dark type, and Steelix, a steel type. Yeah. Fire type specialist, everybody. Fire type specialist. Now, was the fact that there wasn't enough Fire type Pokemon? Do we have enough Fire type Pokemon to put in there? I mean, even one of the Fire types was the final form of Chimchar, the starter Pokemon. So that means Infernape. Infernape was... Things like Infernape and Rapidash were only 2 Fire type Pokemon. Rapidash, that's from another region. But Infernape. Infernape. It's also the same... Now, there's a Fire types. There's plenty of Fire types to go around. I mean, they even introduced Magmortar. But Magmortar don't have it. Same thing for Volkner, the Electric Gym Leader. Electivire was there. Didn't use it. And also Evolutions. It could have fit in every situation. Glaceon. Which Glaceon was a new 4th generation Pokemon. Jolteon. Flareon. Also, there was... Let's go back to the Ice types. This also is the same generation for 4th generation that introduced Mamoswine, Frolas, and I already mentioned Weavile. And Snowpoint City is the 7th gym, so yeah. And also, typically, Ice-type gyms are so late game that you can have a 3rd stage evolution. So, let's look at this again. But up to that time, the only other previous time that we ever seen an Ice-type gym was Price in Johto. But then again, Black and White had an Ice-type gym. Now 7th. And X and Y has an Ice-type gym, which is the final gym. And they even used the correct Pokemon. Because there's... Actually, let's look at a little bit more about Black and White's team. So, on that team in Acre City, there was like a Cryogonal, a Beartic, I think it was like a Vanillish. It was either the middle stage or the final stage. It was one of those two, but they actually had a good team in that one. And then it was out of the sequel, since you couldn't go to that area. Everything was frozen. Yeah. So yeah, one of the biggest main problems with Diamond and Pearl, the Dex offering. You had a good majority of Pokemon. Mostly Pokemon that are evolutions of past generation Pokemon. Did you have them offer to them new? I mean, Electivire wasn't in there. Last episode of Battle Frontier anime, there's an Electivire. And that was one of the last few things of one of the Pokemon that you actually hyped up. It's like, oh look here, it's the final form of Electabuzz. I want to use Electivire. Diamond and Pearl coming out. Oh, I want to use my Electivire. I want to use Electivire. Nope. 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 And also, there's John Mega. John Mega too. Gliscor. Pretty good Pokemon choices. Pretty good. The champion battle was good. It's okay. It's okay. Then post-game. Post-game. They pulled a Ruby Sapphire and said, oh, Battle Tower. We're going to put Battle Tower in there. See, look here. Battle Tower, everybody. Good job, Battle Tower. Good job. There was not that much to do in the post-game. You know, you didn't have to do the post-game. Post-game of it was relatively short. And, memorable at best. Not so memorable at best. Because, I mean, the only two parts which you could actually do is go through the other side of the Victory Road. Lead out to Seabrag Pass, around that area. Could do nothing without a Shaman. Oak's Letter, which Shaman was not available. We couldn't even use Oak's Letter in Diamond and Pearl. You had to use it in Platinum. And what else was there? Arceus' flute. It was confusing. The reason why they didn't include it was because it was too confusing. But that's another event item. And if that event item was used, they would have used it later. And also, the membership card. That was used later too. So yeah. Now, another infamous puzzle from these games is the Hearthstone City Gym. Now, the Hearthstone City Gym, probably my least favorite gym puzzles. Why is it one of my least favorite gym puzzles? Let's see here. Why was it? Oh yeah, Ghost type gym. And we have what puzzle? Trying to show off the powers of the Poketch. Poketch, buddy. Oh, what is this math puzzle? Boop, 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 boop. 3 doors. It was 3 door choices, and the correct door was the answer to a math puzzle. Math puzzle. It was simple addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction. What do ghosts have to do with math puzzles? What do ghosts have to do with math puzzles? Seriously. What do ghosts have to do with math puzzles? I don't know either. And then, Team Galactic. Team Galactic. Let's talk about them. Now, for Ruby and Sapphire, with how they handled things, it made sense. I mean, they had it so with in Red and Blue. Yeah, Red and Blue, and then you had Gold and Silver. Why did they handle it? Even in the remakes of them, the main legendary Pokemon was not the focus of them. The main legendary poster childs of your games, of these games, were not the big beef point. Because, well, first generation was your starters. Second generation, Rocket had nothing to do with Ho or Lugia. Or even Suicune. Even Suicune. You had a unique character introduced for that old stuff was Yushin. And whenever they started to be like, okay, let's tie villains into the main cover art of our games, why not? Now, for Ruby and Sapphire, it did a great job. Even Emerald. Even Emerald, which Emerald was more like you had a connection with Rayquaza. You had a connection with Rayquaza. It was you for Rayquaza. All that stuff. With Magma, Team Magma, and Groudon, made sense. Kyogre Aqua, made sense. But Dialga and Palkia was Team Galactic. Well, for what they tried to accomplish, they needed both. Not just a one. Not just a one. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. You want to create whatever Cyrus wanted to do in Diamond and Pearl. You can do it with just solely Dialga. You can do it solely with just Palkia. No! You have to have both of the two. So that's what he was trying to do. You have to have both time and space, which Dialga time, Palkia space. Instead of bringing it out. Yeah! Good job. Good job. Good job. Now later on, they continued using the same formula as this, with just the one team. But they got it right. They got it right. And I know I mentioned Black and White during this whole thing, but Black and White, they did things right with this, because they actually considered it. Besides, like the whole story this was trying to tell, I'm going to go over these games probably. You know what? Next episode, we're going to be talking about Black and White. We're going to talk about Black and White. Because if you talk about one bad side, you got to talk about the good side. And I'm talking about Black and White in the next episode. But Diamond and Pearl made no sense in the world. Flare. Now, Team Flare. Team Flare was. I would say Galactic was the worst. But currently Team Flare from X and Y. But then again, one made sense. The other one kind of made sense. But Team Flare had to suffer the same problem as Team Galactic did in these games. So yeah, Diamond and Pearl. What else do we have about Diamond and Pearl we need to talk about? Well, we were just starting. Well, Diamond and Pearl did bring some good stuff. See, they brought Global Trade Center. But Global Trade Center because people asked crazy, ridiculous trades. Oh, I see you have this shiny thing. I have a shiny Bidoof. Trade me for an Arceus level 1 to 10. Good job. Good job. Good job. Let's actually talk about the starters. Let's talk about these starters. Now, a good point about the starters. Turtwig was good. He became grass ground, which, even though it's a 4 times weakness to ice, I used the Torterra. Torterra is good. Good Torterra. Chimchar. Well, this wasn't before Enbor, but they did the same thing they did beforehand. With the firefighting, because Blaziken worked out. They tried it again. And well, for Chimchar, it did good. You got Infernape. Infernape is probably one of my favorite Pokemon from that generation. Not to mention Lucario, too. But then you go to Piplup. Piplup was probably one of my favorite starters at the start of the generation. And I chose it. Whenever I picked up my copy of Pokemon Pearl, and I played it. Now looking back, Empoleon Water Steel. You think I've heard the argument before, but I agree. Piplup's Empoleon should not have been Water Steel. Water Ice would have been a good type for it, because I might be rehashing the same thing over and over again. Or maybe Pure Water. I don't know, Pure Water. Pure Water would have been nice. But so let's see here. You have Torterra is grass ground. Torterra's grass ground. Chimchar does this. Fighting beats. Empoleon was probably the weakest of them all. Just because of the type advantages and all that stuff around. But Empoleon was not as bad as Chikorita. Not as Chikorita line, even with Meganium. Now, I played Soul Silver with Meganium before this as a challenge, and it was... I relied on other members. But... after Diamond and Pearl, these came out in Japan in 2006. We got these in 2007. 2008. Quiet for us. But, lo and behold, Platinum. I don't ultimately say I hate Sinnoh, I hate Force Gen. But then again, here comes this. Platinum fixed all the problems in Diamond and Pearl. It expanded the Sinnoh decks. Did a great job. The gym leaders and the Elite Four, they had proper team members. And everything was fixed in that. So this is all for today. And tomorrow, we're going to be talking about these games. This has been DaAuraWolf. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!